What's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another one for you all, and today we're going to be taking a look at my 1,260 days free to play in Marvel Strike Force. We'll take a look at my roster. We'll take a look at my Blitz teams, my arena, all that good stuff, so you guys can have a look at that. And then, of course, we'll talk about what I'm trying to sort of do right now, especially given how where we are in the game. Now, before we jump right into it, obviously you guys can see that I've logged into 1260 days. We'll quickly pull over my profile here first. Just basically going over my total collection power, 11.7. Strongest team powers, 769. War MVP 49 times. Ooh, I need one more and I'm at 50. And then all-time arena rank, number 1 I've hit a few times, and then latest arena rank right now, thanks to Doom as well. He's made things a bit more competitive in my arena shard, so that's nice. But now, before we jump into the roster here, let's just quickly jump into my Safari. And apologize, the screen's going to get a little wonky on you guys. And I'll try to flip it before I punch the video out. But that way you guys can have a look here. I know people are always criticizing and saying, hey, well, no way, man, no way, you're not free to play. Well, guess what? Based on the 1,260 days, if you guys do the math correctly, you should be able to pinpoint the exact date that I started playing the game. But of course, you guys will see here December 18th, 2017. So approximately pretty close to, I want to say we've been at the game for at least 3 years and a bit. So I mean, it's kind of hard. I think if you divide the 1,260 by 365 days, you'll get something like pretty close to 3-4 years, somewhere in that ballpark. But as you guys see here, the game was released early in certain countries like Canada and Australia, so we were able to download that. And then yeah, I mean, you guys can see here, pretty much they're all zeros. I don't think I really bought anything that year. I put a lot of money into Contest of Champions and Marvel's Avengers Alliance, if you guys remember that game. And yeah, it's kind of burned me, so that's why I haven't really put money into Marvel games or mobile games since then. So that's 2017. That's when I basically downloaded it. And let's see here. Let's go back to the purchase history so we can have a look at the other. And I mean, I can go through all the years if you guys want, but I just don't want to eat up all your guys' time. So 2017 was when we downloaded the game. And then we'll take a look at 2018. That's pretty much the year after. And as you guys can see here, we're kind of scrolling down from December. So it kind of just, the months are kind of going backwards. But you guys will see here, 000, 000. Basically all the apps I've downloaded. Some of them are kind of embarrassing. You guys will see here that I did spend $50 on Pokemon Go. So we did do that because I think at the time there was some crazy event and they had just unleashed all these crazy new characters. So I went on a fringe there. So wasn't proud of that, but again, $50 adds up there. And let's see here, what else is there? I think that was it. for 2018. So I don't see anything else. So that was pretty much it for that year. Whoops. And ooh, hidden purchases. What is this? I don't think I know what this is. I don't think I've ever clicked on this. Okay, anyways, purchase history again. So that's 2018. And then yeah, we'll jump into maybe we'll jump into 2020, because that way that's a little bit more recent. And yeah, you guys will see here, it's pretty much straight zeros. I didn't even really download much. You guys see here, I think I only download one thing per month. Let's see here, quest trade, investing. Yeah, because everyone was becoming an investor with COVID happening. Chrome remote desktop. Yeah, basically all this other stuff. I mean, yeah, it's stuff that, you know, they're all little things here. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's 2020. And then, you know what, let's just take a look at 2021, which, I mean, I only have 2 here, so it doesn't really help you guys out much. But yeah, you guys will see here, I was trying to sweat. And this is actually a really cool app. You get some free stuff there just for just for walking. So I do recommend that if you guys are interested in some free stuff there. But anyways, we're not talking about that. So anyways, that's it. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea that I haven't spent in the game any money in the game. And the other thing too is I've actually even contacted support. You can contact support and ask them what your like have I made any purchases in the game, that sort of thing, just to kind of give you guys an idea. And I think what did I receive here? they basically told me that they could only look into 2 weeks. What is it? I'm free to play. Thank you again for your assistance. And I still have the conversation here. So this was actually like earlier this year. So I said, I'm a content creator, and I was wondering if the support team could send a message outlining my total purchases since I've played this game. It's to help direct my viewers that I am free to play. Thank you again for your assistance. And now, these guys weren't really great with helping me out, because they basically said, if you are pertaining in your in-game purchases, we can only provide you with data from the past 14 days. So that's not very useful. I need more than 14 days, because obviously we've been playing much longer than 14 days. But anyways, guys, that's so that way it's just to show you guys. I know sometimes people see my roster and they're like, holy crap, there is no way I am free to play. And guys, I don't know how much more proof do you want. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. So anyways, let's spend the rest of this time on the actual game itself. That was just the boring nitty-gritty stuff. And now let's have a look at my roster here. So as you guys see here, we just recently had the Colleen and the Misty Blitzes. So of course we were able to get the top, within the top 1% there. So we were able to get 21 out of 80 shards on her. And as you guys can see here, I've already started leveling her up, getting her ready for war. Both of them have been insane. I've played against a few already, and it's crazy. You gotta use some really crafty characters like Castro, Ultron. I have Doom on my defense, so I haven't used Doom on this specific team. But yeah, Black Order, it's nuts. These guys are an insane team. Like, it's crazy, and I think that's why a lot of people are blitzing like crazy for them. Anyways, so that's the two I'm working on right now, and as you guys can see here, Thanos, Phoenix, Ebony Maw, these are all characters I upgraded kind of throughout the course of the game. Obviously, I've been at it for a long time, three years and a bit, so it's given me quite a bit of time to mount red stars, that sort of thing. Doom, most recently unlocked by finishing Dark Dimension 4. Mr. Sinister as well. I actually had him at 4 red before, and I kept upgrading him. And then I just he was a great character. Now I'm kind of saving my my red star promotions on Castro and Silver Surfer if we ever get ways to farm them better outside of raids. And Castro, I mean, obviously we just had her event. So yeah, as you guys can also see here, most of my top characters, Ebony Maw, Phoenix, Sinister, these are all characters that also shine in Dark Dimension. In Dark Dimension 3, 4, 2, or whatever, and they also shine in other game modes. So make sure if you guys are tearing up some of these characters, make sure they're also really good in other game modes. Obviously, there's certain ones that were part of the current meta, like Proxima, Corvus, that were, top arena teams, top war offense teams, and that's why we had them prioritized as well. But again, you want to focus on key characters, like you want characters like Hela, Ebony Maw, Castro, obviously, she is an absolute beast. I just released a video last week on just showing some gameplay with her in Dark Dimension 4. Absolute monster of a character in Dark Dimension 4. She's gonna be one I think people are gonna be talking about for ages. And right now in the current meta, she's a monster. Let's see here. What else are we working on? We're trying to get some of these guys geared up now because they said Doom raids are gonna require higher ISOs. So we're gonna bring some of these up. Let's see here. Black Bolt, Strife, and I'm just slowly scrolling down here, so I mean you guys can always pause the video and then you can look at what power level I had. Silver Surfer, I've only got him a 3 because obviously as you guys have just seen, I am free to play. So we have him at 2, but right now we've been getting a few shards from the raids, so that's what's slowly getting him up there. It's going to take a bit of time for sure, but he's a 3 red right now, and still a beast in any game mode that I've used him against. Taskmaster, we just got a 6 red on him the other day, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Still debating or not if I want to bring him up to tier 14. As you guys can see, most of the characters that I'm not really sure about, I do have them at tier 12, just because you want to save those materials. Same thing here, Mercenary Radguard. Both characters are good enough defense on war, but still trying to debate if I want to use up those resources, because we used them in war. And then really outside of that, I don't really use them elsewhere. I mean, yeah, you use them maybe in the odd raid or so, but yeah, I'm still kind of debating about that. Ultron, I want to bring him up to 15 as well because now he's got his reds unlocked. So we're just slowly working on the red stars on him. And then let's see here. Nick Fury, I want to bring up as well. Got the new skin on him. Looks wicked. I love his new skin. And yeah, definitely want to bring him up because now he forms a really nice synergy with Castro as well. Ultimus, I want to give him up as well just because now he's got that increased red stars. You can bring him up higher. Still got to get him up to 7 yellow, but I have enough orbs. I just don't want to do it. I'm just lazy. I'm just hoarding. I'm a crazy hoarder, as you guys will see later on here. And then, yeah, other key characters I'm still trying to work on. Shuri, tier 12. She's also one that I've heard is good in Dark Dimension 4. So, I mean, bringing her up to 15 as well is not a bad idea. I've seen that, and I've seen other content creators using her, and she seems to be quite good. So, let's see here. Anything else we're working on? Nope. We're just going to keep scrolling down here, and anyone that I see that it's worth mentioning, I'll mention. But you guys will see that, yeah, a lot of key characters that I haven't really worked on because, yeah, they just aren't viable, or I've been so busy and stretched trying to farm other characters. And finally, as you guys can kind of see near the bottom here, I'm getting closer to my X Factor guys, and I'm trying to get them up because now we're trying to get all these guys up to tier 12 for the release of Adam. So he's coming in the game, guys, Adam Warlock, and he's going to require your X Factor at tier 12, I think ISO 4. All that good stuff, or ISO 2 or something. I forget what the requirements were, but yeah, trying to get those guys up. Shatterstar, Longshot. They did say Longshot was gonna be in the War Store, so make sure you guys are saving the credits for that. Shatterstar, he's also in the orbs and raids as well, so that's kind of nice. So you can get him that way, but yeah, other than that, it's not like a guaranteed way to farm him. And then let's see, what else are we working on here? Pimtac, kind of yeah, you know, lots of people took them up to Dark Dimension 3 and 4. I didn't find them that great. And then, of course, we don't have Jubilee coming back here, so I haven't upgraded her just yet. But I'd say probably the only good thing about them is being able to unlock Jubilee. And you need Jubilee for Adam Warlock. So that's pretty much my summary there. I think they're an okay team. Obviously, they haven't warranted me to get them to upgrade ASAP. But, you know, it's going to unlock Jubilee, so that's good. White Tiger, we got Moon Knight here. These were the Shadowland guys, and I started working on them, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get X Factor, you get, oh geez, you get you get Heroes for Hire. It's like the grind never ends. So as you guys can see here, we're kind of finished working on those, sort of, kind of, and then kind of near the bottom here, these are the ones I haven't really touched for a long time, and actually I actually need to work on Grenadier. Yeah, just because of that synergy with Zemo, but haven't had time. Polaris, just got her up to 60. Working on her as well. We got to get her up to tier 12 as well, as indicated earlier with Adam Warlock. And then that's pretty much it. As you guys can see here, no surprises. The Ravagers and some of these minions are on the bottom because we just don't care. And then Yelena here, really neglected. I'm going to bring her up for the next, whatever the... you know, the training materials event is, a training camp or whatever it's called. But yeah, but other than that, these are the guys that I'm working on, and hopefully it gives you guys an idea. And like I said already, a lot of these big characters at the front here, if you notice there's a pattern, all of them shine in Arena / Alliance War / Dark Dimension. So you want to make sure you prioritize on those characters. So don't bring up random characters like you know, I'm just gonna randomly pick one here. Obviously, I'm not picking on anybody, but you know, like, you know, Graviton or you know, Cyclops. Don't, you know, obviously they're okay with certain synergies, but they're just not great outside of that. And then of course you want characters that shine in Dark Dimension 3, 4, 2, 1, whatever. And as you guys see here, all these ones are kind of respective of that. I think the only exception I would say is probably if you guys are looking at characters for Dark Dimension 4 right now, you want them to be multi-dimensional and you want them to be in multi-game modes. And I think one of the regrets I have, I think, is you don't want to bring characters just so you can get into the game mode. I think one of them was Shield Trooper. Brought him for Dark Dimension 3. Still regret it. Haven't touched him since. Don't do that. What else did I bring up? I think I brought up who do I regret? I'm looking at regrets here. I think I brought, no, Thor still tier 12. Who else did I bring up that I didn't like? Vulture, tier 14. I think I needed a city character for Dark Dimension 3. Brought him up. I had him at 6 red, so I thought, you know, it was a good argument. But you know what? Having said that, He goes good with Doc Ock in raids, but outside of that, really, he kind of sucks. So don't do that. I mean, I think people are going to argue with me on that, but I didn't find him to be great. Actually, one of the biggest surprises for me, actually, in Dark Dimension 4 has been just how amazing, actually, like Castro is. Like I think everyone knew she was going to break the meta, but my goodness, she has been an absolute nightmare. In all the nodes that I've used her, she just hits so hard and so fast. It's just crazy. And then obviously don't bring up Corvus and Proxima for Dark Dimension 4 unless you find that you use BO a lot, you use arena teams like that. I'd focus on other characters, like obviously because they both are skilled. Castro is going to be the bigger pick. She's going to be the better pick out of between the three of them. And then of course Zemo is another big one too that's also skilled. And I mean, before we only had like Zemo and Black Widow as skilled characters, and now we've got Castro, we've got the addition of Proxima and Corvus. And yeah, like I said, back in the day when I was doing Dark Dimension 3, they only had some of those characters. But anyways, guys, that's my roster. So let's jump into the next bit here. Let's jump into my my raids. People are curious what I've been using or doing and that sort of thing. We're currently doing Doom 1 Strike right now, and we usually hit about 30%. And I usually run the middle lane. And yeah, like right now, I think most people have gotten the gist of it. We kind of split our lanes up now. Initially at the start, we were actually doing, I think, six players on pretty much 4 and 4 or 6 on one lane, 2 on the other. And because some of us have Doom. Doom made it a lot easier for these nodes. So I mean, if you don't have Doom, these raids are terrible. I think most people will just usually stack 4 players in the lane because that's the best way to do it. But yeah, we've been smashing that 30% because obviously we want to get those milestones for Silver Surfer. And as you guys can see here, we usually hit about obviously it's a new raid season now, but we usually hit about kind of in that 70 to 80 range. So that's where we usually hit. So that gets us about 20 to 30 shards, I think, every season, or yeah, something like that. I have to do my math, but yeah, it's been nice. They offer the lower tiers now for the shards, which has been really nice for us because obviously if you're free to play and you're trying to get Silver Surfer, it's kind of a stretch. Most of the alpha, betas, and gammas we're usually on the last tier, and as you guys can see here, we pretty much cleared up this lane. We usually hit about 60, so that's not really a big deal there. Yeah, so that's it for raids. I don't really know if I need to go more into that. If you guys want to see some raid footage or some gameplay, I can always do that up, just like my Dark Dimension 4 videos. Dark Dimension 4, let's see here. So let's just have a look here. So as you guys can see here, because I was an early beta player, we finished up Dark Dimension 1 actually really fast. Whoops. 533. I thought that was pretty impressive, and I mean, I think some of these guys aren't even playing anymore. So if you see that they don't have alliances, it means they're gonzo. So they're gone. A timed run took me forever. 240,000. I didn't care. There was no rewards outside of the rewards, so we just kind of did it. I think if we go into here, I think you can still see I'm still going here. 2 years, 160 days. Look at that. I think the last team I used, look at that, 1.05, and look at 30. That's when Shield was still good, and they were a counter for defenders. So I haven't touched that because I thought it was a good little milestone. Dark Dimension 2. This was another one that I didn't do that well in because actually what happened was I actually stopped playing for the game for a little bit, and I was kind of more casual. So that's why there's 10,000 there on the completion. And then, whoops, as you guys can see here on my time run, same thing. I think, what is it? It took me 2 hours. Wow, that's actually like really long, especially given how characters have just power creep now. So I mean, that's quite a while. What's impressive here is we'll take a look at my Dark Dimension 3, and I think this was one of the best ones because this is one where I was locked back in the game and I was actually more serious, and then I was actually trying to focus on certain key characters. And this is actually kind of silly. I actually rushed getting into Dark Dimension 3 with Shield Trooper and leveling stupid characters like Vulture, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I think I was one of the top, or not top, but like, you know, top 2,000 or whatever. You know, obviously not that impressive compared to some of these other guys up here. Don't know why that's empty. That's weird. Anyways, time run, I didn't do so bad. Obviously, if you guys have seen some of my one-shot videos, you guys will know that I've done a lot of one-shots. So obviously, I can get through these notes pretty fast. It's really about just if you have time and you want to sit down and just gun through it again to increase your time. that's really, I just don't care enough. Having said that, if you guys want to see, I just recently completed it, so I can't go into it right now, but I just cleared it up because I've been getting some requests from people saying, hey, can you do a video of this? Can you do a video of that? So I cleared it up here because it took me a long time to finish whatever run I was doing. So I'm gonna run back in here, and if you guys have any requests on any specific teams you want to see in Dark Dimension 3, I can definitely run that by. And now, of course, we're in Dark Dimension 4 now. Just doing it more for fun, and I'm actually just autoing a lot of these. But like you guys have already seen some of my one shots. Castro is an absolute monster. Like, look at that, just easy one shots. I think this one took 2 attacks because I wasn't even paying attention. Same thing, 2 attacks. I was just doing autos. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, you want Castro early on because she is an absolute beast to deal with, and yeah, she is so good for Dark Dimension 4. So that's it, guys. That's it for my Dark Dimension. Blitzing. Blitz. Okay, so let's see here. So as I alluded to earlier about my roster, oh, did we get 1,000 exactly? That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, so it looks like I got exactly 1,000. So we get about, if you guys run by the numbers, we get about almost 1.9 mil per rotation. And we can quickly look at my teams here if you guys want. Just quickly collect these rewards here before the timer runs out. But yeah, as you guys can see here, yeah, we'll quickly look at my team here, and this is the team I use. I mean, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody. I think a lot of these teams are cookie cutters. Black Order, Symbiotes, got X-Men. I call that 1.0 because they're kind of like the original, sort of. Or I guess Cyclops will count as a 2.0. Axemen, Asgardians, Emma Marauders. Then we got Brotherhood, Black Bolts, Doc Ock. This is kind of where the big Vulture would be nice because then it kind of nets you more points. Avengers, we got Fantastic Four, Defenders, Squirrel Girl and Company. We got Hydra, another Hydra, Power Armor. We got Taskmaster. We got Guardians, Supernaturals. Yeah, so as you guys can see here, lots of cookie cutter teams. I don't know if I need to go through all of them, but I'll go through the bottom ones, and I think that's kind of where the ones that I've net a lot more points lately because of these new characters that I've been getting. And of course Ultron's good because you know, Ultron basically just, you know, makes any team good, so that's been nice there. And then of course we have whoops, we skipped over a team here. This Vision team actually kind of works because they're all tech and he gives them that extra defense, so that's kind of nice. And then of course we got Doom there. Doom is nice because, you know, he hits hard. And then Castro, I put her with the shield teams. And then I just have some crappy minions here. Usually these ones can actually like kind of get a win, so I usually try to throw them in there and it works out. I think because they're so low, it just kind of works out. But as you guys see here, like I said already, pretty cookie cutter teams. And then this bottom one here is just what I use for my arena. But yeah, as you guys can see here, pretty cookie cutter teams. And yeah, like I said already, if you want to calculate how much points you get per rotation, get yourself to 4.0 multiplier and then run one rotation and see what your average is, and then run it like 2 or 3 times during the course of your blitzing. And then I figured out my average to be about 1.9 to 2 mil per session. So makes sense because considering we got about 37 mil or 47 mil, sorry. That means I'm netting about 16 mil per day, 16, and then obviously the last day I only got about 15, which makes sense because I think I had a few losses in a row. So pretty easy to hit that just because of my big roster. And then, yeah, obviously you guys can see I've got a lot of blitz wins as well, just playing the game over the course of the, you know, the 1,260 days or whatever that was. Anyways, arena time. Yeah, I don't know if I need to go into too much footage here, but I will say this. I'll give a shout out here to my buddy Marvel Strike Noob. I think we've been in their same arena shard forever. And of course, because we are in a big arena shard here, we've got a lot of the big name content creators. No Boomer. We got, where's Casino? Casino's here. 2 Casinos at number 12. And then we also have Valley Flying, number 26. So yeah, lots of big names here. Lots of big whales too. So it's been pretty crazy. Shout out to another buddy of mine, a Bader. Funny because he always stays at number 42, so I just laugh at that. Same with this Forge guy. They're always sitting in that ballpark, so if you hit them there, they'll hit back. So they're pretty nice. I think they're pretty nice because they don't attack anybody and they kind of just stay put, which is really nice actually. I'm kind of the same way. If somebody hits me, I just hit back. I usually try not to hit anybody else. If if nobody's hitting me, I won't really hit. So that's kind of nice. Just depends. I'll even actually just attack and lose on purpose, and then that way I don't actually get someone hitting me back or something like that. Yeah, I think most of the guys in the top 10 or top 20, they have sort of a bit of a friendly handshake policy. I don't really know if we can call it that, but for the sake of this video, we're definitely gonna attack somebody, just to kind of show you guys my arena team. I don't know if we're gonna win, but most of the teams up here, current meta has shifted from basically out of the BO and more into the Dooms, because as you guys can see here, let's see here, everybody pretty much has Doom, because all these guys have been playing in a very long, lengthy arena shard, just like myself. And I mean, yeah, there's still quite a bit of purple, but for the most part, I'd say at least 20% of their arena shards at least got Doom, or they're working on him, or they've got, they're close to getting him, right? So let's see here, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody here. Let's just pick on, we'll pick on, you know what? We'll pick on Osmosis here, because he's got a bigger team. Just want to show you guys the team I'm running. So we'll go on in him. And this is the team that I'm currently using, and I don't think this is going to surprise anybody. This is pretty much a top-rate team. And I got to be honest with you guys. I think for the most part, I'd say my win rate's probably... I'd say it's probably 1 in every 5 is when I lose. So I do lose battles here and there. But yeah, we're playing up against the same teams. And of course, it all depends on who Doom hits, or who Silver Surfer basically blocks. Because if he blocks... that basically becomes the problem. But usually we want to ability block Emma Frost, so that way she doesn't remove the debuffs. And then that kind of helps me out here. I mean, obviously, this isn't going to help you guys if you guys don't have Doom, because Doom is kind of a big part on this team. And look at that. See, if Silver Surfer dies, actually, we'll see what happens here. But yeah, if Silver Surfer dies, it actually ends up being pretty much game over, because you need that ability block on Doom. If you don't have that ability block on Doom, it is tough to come back, so that's kind of tough. Anyways, we can do a couple things here, but usually I like to use a special, so that way it takes out and applies some defense down, get the extra little hit there from Kestrel because of her passive. See, so Silver Surfer dies, and then we're gonna do Doom's special, or excuse me, his ultimate, because this will actually just kill everybody. So that's going to take out Kestrel, so that way you can get a summon in. We're going to attack Doom now, so that way we can do a little bit of damage here. And I'm not sure if this is going to wipe them out, but of course, even after we use the special, they're going to fill another ally with 3 turns. So even if they survive this, they basically have to go through another round of attack from whoever the highest attack was. So I can special here right now, and we could probably wipe the board, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna just attack here. Kestrel's gonna do her thing. She's gonna do 1 attack now. I just want to show you guys the Doom's attack. Okay, and then we got a Kestrel number 2, and that should actually this should actually kill him now. So we got another hit there. Oh, he survives. Okay, well, anyways, so apologies, Osmosis. You can hit me back here. I just wanted to show that as a demo, so that way we don't lose in front of our fans. But yeah, as you guys can see here, pretty straightforward, and I think for the most part, lots of swinging happening before the buzzer ends on the arena. But usually we stay within the top 20, and I think because of that, that nets us a lot of power cores, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've been able to progress in this game as well as I have, because I've been able to stay within that arena range and kind of staying competitive there. So anyways, that's it for arena. We touched Blitz already. Let's talk about my hoarding situation. So if we look at my orbs, Adam Warlock's coming, so obviously we're saving lots of red star orbs for that. We don't need to use them. We got premium orbs saved up as well, because obviously anti-venom's now in it. I'm just waiting to see what they do about obsidian, maybe, before I start using them, because we'll see what happens. It seems like they have an odd way to add new characters in and then all of a sudden take them out. So but anyways, yeah, you guys will see here we've got lots of orbs saved up. I think Blitz, I've got 300 of these orbs. Just don't need to use them because we've already maxed Domino. Same with raids. We've had lots of material orbs. We don't really need to use it either, because we've got everybody leveled up. Whoops. We've got everybody leveled up. It's just using them right now, right? And what is it now? We've got our war store. I think the only thing I'm really buying right now is the characters, and then obviously if I see alien spores, obvious reasons. I think you guys know why. Just in case if tier 16 or tier 17 or tier whatever comes out, we got to get those for the symbiotes. And then other than that, just saving them up. Promotions. You guys will see here we have lots of the gold saved up. Yeah, we want to save them up because we want to use them on Castro. We want to use them on Silver Surfer, so that's why we have lots of those. Also have some of the normal stuff as well for the for these, you know, these 4 reds. Just don't want to use them. I just find that it doesn't matter. We have so many red star ores. They're eventually going to come the longer you play the game, so that's why it doesn't matter. Same thing with my elites. I got an elite 4 here, quite a bit elite 5s, and I think as I already alluded to, we're saving that for Adam because he's going to be that game changing. Based on the specs that we've already seen on them. And then, of course, what else? We got Ultimus orbs as well. I got a lot of them, so I can definitely get a 7 yellow Ultimus if I want to. It's just, I just don't really want to. I don't think he's going to change the game that much until they buff him up again for the 4th or 5th time, maybe. But we'll see what happens with the red star orbs. I still use them in Alliance War and put them with my mercenary teams, and they seem okay, but still, you know, I don't want to use these orbs if I don't need to. I've actually been using them if I need it for like supplies, so that's why I've been kind of saving them, and that's why I haven't used them. Yeah, ISO, same thing, kind of use them when I need to. But yeah, that's it for my hoarding situation. And then of course, whoops, I keep doing this, sorry guys. War store as well. We've saved up a lot of these orbs, and I think right now we can open up, what is it, 1200 per orb. We can open up at least 20, I want to say, based on my math. Whoops. And yeah, I mean, right now we're just saving up for the next whatever orbs come next. I think they might have a level 3 or something, or level, you know, whatever they bring up next for new characters. So I'm just hoarding it. And same thing, right? Same thing like I said already with my credits, just using them on characters. And of course, if I see long shot in here, we'll get them as well. I think it's long shot. I hope it's not shatter. I'm pretty sure it's long shot. Yeah, anyways, I might have read it wrong, but so that's my hoarding situation there. And of course, power cores, pretty typical as well. I don't really use it unless you do your energy refreshes or whatever outside of that. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's it for I think that's a pretty lengthy video for you guys already. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys to death here, but that's it. That's my roster. That's the arena team I'm using. That's my blitzing, my raids, Dark Dimension 4, that sort of thing. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what 1,260 day free-to-play player looks like. Like I said already, I think if people looked at my roster and they didn't see the footage of my purchases or anything like that, definitely for sure. I mean, it looks like I've got a crazy, I don't think it's a crazy account, but for sure I'd say it's definitely more decked out than your average account. And because I have been playing for so long, and because I've been hoarding like a monster as well, and because I've been quite efficient with a lot of my resources, I just don't bring stupid characters anymore. I've learned from my trooper mistake. Don't bring useless characters, and don't waste your materials. It's just not needed. I haven't touched him since I brought him to Dark Dimension 3 and saw how useless he was. I still saw people bring him up for Dark Dimension 4 and just kind of amazed me. So a little bit shocking on that. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's all we got for this one, guys. I appreciate your guys' support all the time, all the views, all the comments, that sort of thing, and obviously your guys' support as well. Thank you, guys, and we will catch you guys in the next one.